Hey everyone, my name is Aiden Gomez and I'm the writer and director of Press Start. Press Start is a martial arts short film following Jay, a young woman who, while recovering from a breakup with her recent ex-girlfriend, must defend her favorite arcade from a robbery on its closing night. And all the fight choreography within the film will be inspired by the classic arcade games being packed up around her. I started practicing Taekwondo when I was 6 years old. And 12 years later, I earned my third-degree black belt. My Taekwondo school was my second home, and I'll never forget the amazing community that was created there. In 2020, when the pandemic hit and I started going to college out of state, I sadly stopped doing Taekwondo. And I greatly missed my Taekwondo school and all the experiences I had there throughout my time at college. So when it came time for my senior thesis, I knew I just had to involve martial arts in some way. Because of this, there's a strong emotional story at the heart of the film. The arcade that this film takes place in, Boulder Arcade, is a special place that Jade shared with her ex-girlfriend, and it's on its last legs. On its closing night, she has no choice but to say goodbye to this chapter of her life. Press Start is all about what it means to have a special experience impact your life and the reluctance in moving forward. I was inspired by many films and arcade games while developing this concept. My main inspirations came from classic Hong Kong martial arts filmmakers King Hu and Lau Kar-leung. When I watched Lau Kar-leung's The 8-Diagram Pole Fighter for the first time, I was blown away by the action and just the way they incorporated the production design into each fight and how each fight just got crazier and more intense. Similarly, I also really admired how the Daniels Everything Everywhere All at Once was able to tell a goofy, fun, action-packed story while still centering around this emotional family drama. These films will strongly influence both the action and the story within the film. Some of the arcade games that served as major inspirations for the fight scenes include Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. As I mentioned earlier, I was inspired by the use of production design in the older martial arts films, which brought me to be inspired by other classic arcade games that aren't even fighting based, such as Donkey Kong, Tron, and Guitar Hero, and trying to incorporate iconic imagery and objects from those games into each fight. We have an amazing crew on this project that I'd love to tell you about. On our producing team, we have a longtime producing partner of mine, Logan Keefe, who just wrapped production on his Wizard of Oz inspired thesis, 10 Minutes to Showtime. We also have SCAD alumni and frequent collaborator, Austin Michelson. We've worked together so many times, and I'm so glad to have a producing team that I can really count on. The director of photography for Press Start is Michael McGarrahan, who is insanely talented and has such a great eye for lighting. And getting to work with him and just talk about visual ideas and camera movements and just all that stuff has been so helpful. And it was really just the first big step into Press Start and making the film pretty much what it is now. Next up are our production designers, the brilliant Brielle Sanders and Belle Lee. And after getting to work with Brielle on a previous project in which she had to create a large-scale pencil sharpener, I knew this would be another great opportunity to work with her as there was such detailed production design once again on this project. Both of them have such a strong vision for this project, and every meeting I have with them just gets me more and more excited into how we're going to incorporate production design into this project and into each fight scene. And finally, our costume designer is Aiden Sky Jameson, who's very attentive to the specific pieces within each costume and creating an iconic look for each character. Hearing how many ideas she had in just our first meeting opened up so many doors for so many new concepts and ideas and possibilities for the costumes. And I'm just so excited to see these costumes move around on screen, especially during the fight scenes and everything. It's going to be so unbelievably cool. It's been so helpful to have such a strong creative team to bounce ideas off of and come up with new concepts. And I just can't wait to see how all the elements come together in the final product. I would also like to take this opportunity to introduce our wonderful cast. In the lead role of Jay, we have Jaquisha Brown, who is my coworker and friend. She's experienced in gymnastics, and when I told her I had an idea for a stunt film for my senior thesis, she was ecstatic and just beyond excited to do something stunt-related at SCAD. Our film's antagonist will be played by a great friend of mine, Jacob Brannick, who is also a black belt. And after years of talking about our experiences growing up with martial arts, when it came time to cast, we both knew this was just meant to be. Years ago, Jaquisha acted in the first film group project that I'd ever worked on, and Jacob was one of the first friends that I made at SCAD. So to have them both be on this project is just the perfect full circle moment, and I could not be more grateful that this is what my capstone is. With your help, we hope to raise $14,000, and we hope to get at least $5,000 of that through Indiegogo. This money will go towards ensuring the safety of our cast through stunt mats and protective gear, as well as production design, lighting and camera equipment, hair and makeup, location rental, and much, much more. There are many ways to help this project reach its goal. The first and best way to help us get our film made is to donate through our Indiegogo. If you donate through our Indiegogo, you can select a variety of perks to have shipped straight to your door. Some perks include an early cut of the film, exclusive Press Start trading cards, a copy of the script, and a poster of the film. And there are many more perks worth checking out on our Indiegogo site. If you can't donate, that's no problem. Just spreading the word and sharing our social media with your friends and family is a big, big help. Every dollar and every share truly, truly helps. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your support, and I hope you can help me bring this project to life. I can't wait to show you the fun we have in store for Press Start.